Roadsters, how you doing? Well, I'm here for my series called Rants. You all should know by now, if you haven't been a long time. If not, I suffer from depression. So yes, this is a rant about the ignorance of other people. Oh my God. Lately, like everybody else around the holiday season, because it's in January right now, January 1st, a lot of people get depressed. However, I hate the stupidity of people that go, well, depression's not a mental health issue, just stop being depressed. Really? For some of us, we just cannot stop being depressed. It's not like a light switch. You cannot turn it off. It is a chemical imbalance in our brain. Get it through your heads. Get educated. And if you aren't educated, wait till Wednesday and I will educate you about that in my Take a Minute and Stop and Think series. However, this is a rant about people and stupidity. My mom the other day, and this is not because it's my mom, this problem I have run into from my mom, and it's her generation. She's 70, so anybody from 70 up does not think that depression is an illness. Hello. I have a cat down here that don't like me yelling. So, it's not just her that, like her generation. I've experienced it with my in-laws who are up in their 80s. I've experienced it with her. I expect it from them because they're not educated. They don't have that mindset. But what pisses me off is I ran into I would say a 20-ish, teenish, snot-nosed brat who should know better that there are these illnesses like anxiety and panic attacks and agoraphobic and physical introvert and social anxiety and depression and, you know, bipolar and all of these mental illnesses. They should know and be aware that it's out there. This snot-nosed brat came up to me and goes, oh, well, why are you depressed? Because I was down in the dumps and I had been talking to someone else about, well, one of my family members about my depression, because my family member, I have a child, my daughter, my oldest daughter suffers from depression. My youngest daughter, my third child, she slightly suffers from it, and my son Arwen is on meds for depression. So they know, so I talked to them, and I happen to be, my bad, apparently, it's not supposed to happen. I was in a public place, and this snot-nosed brat heard me say, oh, well, I was depressed, and I'm trying to get out of it, and what I was doing, and I was talking to my daughter about how she deals with it, what she does for it, besides her meds, and I am on meds for these as well, what she does to help get out of it, because I'm trying to expand my bag of tricks, or whatever you would like to call them, to help me deal with this in a more productive way, where I'm not getting the depression, the crankiness, the anger, the everything that like balls up and gets into this. I have severe depression so bad that it's physical for me. I physically hurt every day because of this. I worry every day because of this. I am so messed up because of my depression, and it's only one of the great big ball of mess that I deal with. But this snot-nosed brat, and yes, I'm going to keep calling it a snot-nosed brat because I'm not going to cuss on this channel, and if I ever do, I'm completely sorry, and you know I'm ticked. But this snot-nosed brat comes up and says, well, depression's not an illness, it's an excuse. All you need to do is stop being depressed. You know what finger I would love to hold up right now? Yeah, you got it. So, I looked at him like he was the world's dumbest, idiotic person in the world. I said, you know what, sir? You need to go and educate yourself on depression or any other mental illness, and stop being ignorant and stop being snobbish, and actually realize that the world does not revolve around your normalcy. I said there is more people out there that deal with depression like me than you, who you think is normal. And I can guarantee you, sir, you will have depression at least once in your life, to the point where you want to think about things like killing yourself, or you know, you have to go see a shrink or a therapist or whatever you want to call them. You will have that. Everybody does. And if you don't, be sympathetic to the rest of the world who is doing it. And he goes, how dare you talk to me like that? I said, I dare, because you interfaced and injected your opinion into my conversation with my family about my business. You had no right, and you are ignorant, and you need to get out of my face. And this person, and I just did the polite thing and I walked away, and this person looked at me like I had shot him and that I had degraded him and I took his manhood away or whatever. And I walked away and I rounded the corner and I'm crying because I'm not like that normally. I'm really not. I'm actually a nice person. I don't tell people my opinion unless it's on here. But then I rounded the corner and a couple of people came around the corner and was like, thank you for addressing the ignorance. Thank you for being public, even if it is only with 2 or 3 of us around. Thank you for being public about that, because we suffer from depression and we can't talk about it openly like you can, like you feel you can, without people like that stupid person. And I'm going to call them stupid. They did not call that person stupid, but I'm going to call that person stupid. And have their negativity and their ugliness interjected into their conversations as well. So my thing is this: please, if you come across somebody who has depression, or you have depression yourself, educate the people around you so they know, so you have a support system. I have done that in my life and it took me a very long time. I am slowly educating my mother to depression, and she's coming to find out she may have it as well, because I know depression, it can be a hereditary thing. So I'm educating her. She's slowly understanding that I just can't snap out of it and be happy. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't ever work for us. I am considered a severe depressant, and that means that I can be depressed for days, weeks. The longest I have had is this past depression stage, which depression goes, you go really, really good for a while and then doo. Well, my low point this time has been about 3 months. We're still functional, but there is a good while for 2 weeks where I didn't get out of bed, and that was my very peak low point. With me, I do have those harmful thoughts, or the suicidal, the homicidal, you know, thoughts, and those are those thoughts that I want to gear and retrain my brain in some way, some little way, to get away from. So I know this is a rant, and I am very sorry if you don't like rants. Sorry, but if you stayed until the end of this, thank you. I'm gonna stop here before I go on, and you guys have to take my soapbox away, and you know, tell me to green or shut up, and you're done. And see. So, if you have depression, you have problems, please leave me a comment down below. I do not want any negative people saying, oh, well, depression is, you know, we're going to support each other on this channel this year. So if you have depression and you want to talk about it, or you say, hey, thanks, this helps me, I'm not alone, please leave a comment down below and I will comment back to you. And I hope you kind of understand where this is going. Might take a minute, stop and think. I'm going to tell you guys what depression is, some of the symptoms, and how I deal with my depression. So I'll see you on Wednesday with that. So leave a comment, thumbs up, hit that little bell if you want to know when I have another video. Come on back and I'll see you Wednesday, hopefully.